What's going on, guys? This is Miyasin, and I'm back with the Sky Striker deck profile updated featuring this new kaiju monster. So some people think that this should be a 3 of. I think this is overboard. It doesn't do anything in the graveyard at all, so stop trying to think that you can Hayate Foolish this. It literally does nothing. It's a card that you need to have in your hand in order to have some form of impact, and of course it has like a very small effect when it's destroyed by battle specifically, not even battle or by card effect, so you can't even like go after burner, pop it once you give it to your opponent and destroy like other cards. But yeah, when it's destroyed by battle, it destroys the one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Of course, even if it was on your opponent's field and you attack over, it's still going to be triggering its effect for you, destroying your opponent's card, which is kind of cool. But yeah, before we get into any explanations, make sure you like and subscribe, and now let's jump right into it. So of course I'm only playing one of this. I do believe that any more is definitely way too much. It's searchable by Engage and by Area Zero if you get very lucky, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, sure, it's like a searchable kaiju, but it's not the easiest to access. If it was like a level 4 warrior monster, then it would have already been better because Rhoda could search it, but a level 4 kaiju kind of sounds sketch in a way. And by the way, you can't turn 1 this card. It's not like a way to deck out your opponent under Mystic Mind, because whichever field you are summoning this from, you also have to tribute the monster from that field. So if you want to summon this on your field, you have to tribute from your field. If you want to summon it in your opponent's field, you have to tribute from their field as well. Only one is fine. 3 Ray, 2 Rose. I think some people are playing 3 Rose and some other are playing 1 Rose. So I guess 2 is just like the best middle ground, I guess you could say. For hand shops, 3 Ash, 3 Ghost Bell, 3 Valor, 3 Imperm. Very interchangeable with whatever you want, depending on the format, of course. So don't just blindly copy that and apply it for literally any single metagame. 3 Tactic Talents with the reinforcement of the army, Engage, Upstart Goblin, Terraforming. If you're good at the game, what you're actually going to be drawing is Terraforming, Rhoda, Upstart, and the Upstart into Engage, and then Engage into like Engage, and then like you get a game loss, but it's not the end of the world. Actually, it's the end of the world. But yeah, very skillful cards to draw. Please don't play Foolish Goods with Metal Force Fusion. I always brick with them. 2 Afterburner. I actually think this card is definitely way better than Jamming Waves. I actually hate Jamming Waves. I think it's garbage. I'd rather play Twin Twister at this point. If I want to search like a back row removal, I think Afterburner is just so much better because it doesn't target, so my opponent has to like preemptively flip cards. But of course you need like 3+ spells in gray for that. And destroying monsters is just more relevant. You can go like, you can bait spell and trap negates with an Afterburner, like I don't know, Ice Vortex Dragon or Dragite, but with Jamming Waves you can. So if you're trying to go second and resolve like that Engage and stuff, just not gonna work. And you can negate Crystal Wing, whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, definitely much better. Called by the Grave, Triple Twin, could also be Cosmic or MST. I just really want to have more options to pop my Area Zero. And then 2 Shark Cannon, 3 is also playable. Some people are playing 1. I think 1 is way too little. 1 Hornet, Triple Widow Anchor, obviously multi-roll, Triple Area Zero. Some people are playing 2, but this deck does brick sometimes, so if you're playing 3, you're just gonna brick way less often, I feel like. But at the same time, I've bricked on 3 Area Zero. Not even 2 Area Zero in Terraforming, by the way. 3 Area Zero, so I couldn't even physically use the card unless I would be like sending my own hand shop. I would have to go like set a hand shop and then Area Zero. But when you're good at the game, you get Area Zero and Ray, and then you get to do the trick. And of course you're going to Excavate Engage, of course. It's not sacking or stacking, it's being skillful at Yugimons. But yeah, for the extra deck, very real quick, nothing was worth explaining. And 3 Shizuku, 3 Kigari, 1 Kaina, double Hayate. These are just the best ratios. I mean, these for obvious reasons, but Kaina almost never comes up unless you're like in time and you want to gain 100 life points and then extend the handshake, or when your opponent's playing like Salamangreat, goes for like the access code talker that can attack twice, destroy your monster, you revive back the Ray, you immediately tag into Kaina and prevent the access code from attacking, and from there on out your opponent can't even OTK you or deal like any damage. Yeah, with 2 Zeke, the second one is actually interchangeable, could be Ningirsu. Needle Fiber, Phoenix, Celine, and Access Code. Phoenix is for Imperial Order, and the other cards are basically just for the OTK. For the idea section, which is actually a side deck for once, oh my god, Pancratops, Triple Droll, this is like good for the majority of the combo decks because your hand shops are kind of middle ground between combo and control, so you kind of want those more Silver Bullet-esque cards, because those very generic hand traps are usually super weak. But Drool is kind of more of like a turn skipper. There's also Ally of Justice Cycle Reader, but it's only good against Drytron, so I don't think it's really worth it. One Harpy's Feather Duster, double Dark Ruler, could also be Forbidden Droplet at this point, it would work, or Lightning Storm, whatever. Two Shared Ride, which is really good when you have to go first against like anyone. Same thing with There Can Only Be One, but There Can Only Be One is actually really good going second as well. So against the more calmer decks, this is actually pretty nice. And 3 Evenly, which is a card that is not a spell card, so if your opponent has Imperial Order or an anti-spell, you can still resolve Evenly in peace, and you shall be Gooch. So that's pretty much it for my deck profile. Make sure you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.